Hi, I'm Bill Osmolsky with the MacIver Institute, and this is your MacIver News Bulletin. Vice President Mike Pence was just in town to celebrate National School Choice Week. It was the first time in history that a sitting president or vice president had visited the Wisconsin state capitol. 30 years ago, Wisconsin became the first state to have a school choice program. Back then, there were only 300 students in it. Today, there are more than 40,000 throughout the state. Both Vice President Mike Pence and U.S. Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos visited Wisconsin to celebrate the anniversary and the program's accomplishments.
On average, Wisconsin students on the parental choice program score higher on the ACT test than their peers. In Milwaukee, kids from underserved communities who go to choice or charter schools get better test scores and are more likely to graduate. According to one study, students in choice programs are also more likely to go to college here in Wisconsin. And what's even more remarkable is that when parents get a choice, kids get better grades, and not just the kids who go to choice schools, but every child, no matter where they go to school, does better when the parents get to choose.
We all want to end the emphasis on the adjective that comes before school, whether religious, private, charter, magnet, home, or traditional public, and instead focus on what truly matters, students and their learning. That's right.
President Trump wants to create the first federal school choice program by setting aside $5 billion in scholarships. Lawmakers are still reeling after Governor Evers found a way to use his veto power to increase spending in the state budget. Wisconsin governors are allowed to cross words out of a bill or lower a spending amount, but they can't write in a higher amount. However, Evers creatively eliminated words in an item on education funding that resulted in $85 million in new spending. Now there's a resolution that would amend the state constitution to ensure nothing like that could ever happen again.
Based on the success of previous efforts to limit veto authority, Senator Craig and I have introduced Assembly Joint Resolution 108 to eliminate any future governor's ability to make unsanctioned budgetary increases. I ask that we put partisan politics aside and follow past legislatures in support of this resolution.
The core authority of the legislature in the power of the purse. I think that's a measured approach that, again, the voters of Wisconsin have time and time again have voted to approve curtailing the governor's authority there. And I think that's where probably the voters are. And with any other legislation, we try to take a barometer of where our constituents are at, and I think this is where our constituents are at in the vast majority of Wisconsinites.
But Democrats say they won't support it because Republicans are being partisan, or at least they were 10 years ago when Democrats had a resolution to eliminate the line item veto altogether.
This should be a nonpartisan issue, but back in 2010, we didn't pass the idea of getting rid of that veto because of the new governor. So here's a new effort to try to accomplish. It wasn't just on the financial part of it. It was to eliminate much more of the governor's veto. That did not occur because of the partisan situation.
This might be a partisan issue amongst caucuses. This is not a partisan issue outside of this building.
The MacIver Institute is dedicated to covering topics that affect free market economics and individual freedom in Wisconsin and beyond. For regular reports, be sure to visit www.maciverinstitute.com and check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. For the MacIver Institute, I'm Bill Osmolsky, and this has been your MacIver News Bulletin.